Once again, hi everyone. Ron Crider here with another video. This video is on Rosti Potatoes. It's a Swiss dish. Can't tell you how many times I had it sitting right here at Senega in Zermatt, Switzerland, overlooking the Matterhorn. These are the various pictures from over there. And we're going to get started here putting it together. And these are the ingredients that we're going to put into the into the Rosti Potatoes. Obviously, there's potatoes. We have 5 potatoes here. This is really a serving for 4. Probably it would work for 6. We have this Land O'Lakes butter with olive oil and sea salt. I didn't even know they made that, so that's pretty good. And then there's an onion there. And obviously we're going to put an egg on top of it. So let's get started putting this thing together. First thing we're going to do is take the potato, and I don't take all of the skin off the potatoes, just a little bit off of them. And I'm going to do that on all of the potatoes. Sometimes I've seen some recipes where they parboil the potatoes for about 2 or 3 minutes. I don't do that. I do them just straight. I don't cook them before I put them into the saute pan. Here is the onion. We're going to shred it as well. We're going to prepare the onion for shredding. We're going to ultimately shred the potatoes and combine them together. On this particular video, I used too much of the onion in. This really is a potato dish, and the only purpose of using the onion is to have a little accent flavor. So, as you will notice as I put this together, there was a lot of onion in here. A lot of shredded onion. Use about half as much as I did. I would only use like about 25% of the onion that I put in here. Not as much as I did. Upon eating it, I found out it was just overpowering. So, shredding the onion. And next we're going to shred the potato, or potatoes. These are Russet potatoes, and they seem to work pretty well. They're not parboiled. They're just used straight from here into the pan. Now, the thing about this is you got to keep moving with this dish, because what's going to happen is they're going to start turning brown pretty quickly. So you want to keep moving. You don't want to waste a whole lot of time here. Okay, so there they are. Now, there's one important step here, and I've taken these potatoes and put them in a tea towel. You could do it in a paper towel, but the tea towel seems to work for me better. Dump it in there. Because what you have to do is try to get as much of the water out of these potatoes. There's quite a bit in there. I'm going to take the tea towel and try to wring it out with those potatoes in there. And you'll notice that a little bit of water comes out, but quite a bit of it stays in the tea towel. The tea towel absorbs an immense amount of it. So you want to squeeze as hard as you can. And I could have probably done a better job of squeezing than I did here, but still I got quite a bit of the water out of them. As you can see, it's coming out. But that's a really important step, because the potatoes have way too much water, and then they try to steam instead of cook. And you want them kind of tender on the inside, but you want them crunchy on the outside. Now here's where I combine the onion with the potatoes, and the problem here is I put too much in. It was way too much onion. So, and again, way too much butter. Just a little bit of butter, maybe a tablespoon of butter in there. That was like probably a quarter of a cup. It was just too much grease in there. Put a little salt and pepper on them here. Okay, the next step coming up is we're going to do the eggs. We're going to poach the eggs in the water. Get the water going. I don't put anything in my water over there except make it to a very slow boil, but not a rapid boil or you'll have them all over the place. Here's the pan with the butter and olive oil and sea salt mixed in. And you want to flatten this out in the pan nicely. Don't pack it too much. Just spread it out, flatten it out. It doesn't want to be fat. It wants to be kind of skinny. It'll cook nicer that way. And it's cooking quite well here. Now, I had a little problem with this, trying to get this butter in, but I take a little butter and put it around the side of the pan, and I tried to do that a number of places and had a little bit of a problem getting the butter in there, but I always do that, and that tends to make it a little bit better as well. Now, because the onions are in there and the potatoes are cooking, it's starting to smell really good. Here's the water back here. My little helper, putting the eggs in the water that's just about boiling. Just a little bit of a little. See how it's not a heavy boil. It's a heavy boil. You're going to have some problems with your eggs, and you don't want to cook them very long. 1 to 2 minutes at the absolute most if you'd like them a little bit runny when you put it on top of this. There you go. Here are the completed eggs. Use a slotted spoon, take it out of the water. They're ready to go. And here we go with the finished product. The Rosti Potatoes, one of the official Swiss dishes. They say Rosti I McSpeck, which means with egg. And you can eat it a number of different ways. You can put chicken on top. You can put just about anything on top of it. It goes with everything. They eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Here we are once again at Senega, the foot of the Matterhorn, looking at the Matterhorn in the background. If you like the video, send me an email, ronkrider@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching. Have a happy Christmas and a good New Year.